Hello friends, my name is Tatiana and I think I'm finally ready to do my first Flosstube video. Right now I'm not at home on vacation in Thailand and I don't have actually that many projects with me, so it's not going to be like 1,000 started work in progresses, like, I don't know, finishes. No, not much. Everything I have for cross stitching with me is here in this project bag. Well, it's not big, but there are 7 projects in it. Let me show you what I have. There are 6 of the patterns that are based on my own design, and only one based on the pattern of another artist, Pontini Pontini. It's not that I'm like think I'm the best and like I'm not going to stitch anyone else's work. It's really the fact of my luggage space for the cross stitch being really limited, and I wanted to do some progress on my own designs. So I'm going to start showing you one by one in no particular order. Some of them are more closer to finish than others. And also I need to mention that I have 7 projects here, but only 2 hoops. So I'm just changing it depending on what I work. Okay. Here is Celestial Amanita. Quick show of the pattern. No worries, it's my own pattern. I allow myself to show it quickly. Okay. And this one actually is in the hoop. Here is my progress on it. Basically, do I remove it out of hoop? Okay, yes, it will be better. So the hoop is actually, like you see, this oval shape, flexible stuff. I don't know what brand it is, honestly. And you just pop it like that. Holds design pretty well. I like the oval shape. It's actually very practical. So here it is. In comparison, basically, I finished all the bottom of the pattern. Now it's only needing the top of the mushroom and the moon phases with a few stars around. Sorry if it's not focusing or doesn't fit in the frame. I'm filming with my rear camera, so I don't see at all what's happening there. I hope it's okay. So yeah, I think I have about 3-4 times to, like, by few hours, like 3-4 sessions of cross stitching to finish it, and it will be ready. Okay, that is number 1. Then I'm going to show another design which is already on the hoop. Here, I'm really sorry. This one I don't have the previews. I only use like pattern. And yes, I'm old school. I'm still using the paper patterns. So what do we have here? Strawberry bear. I love how the fabric, the hoop, and my dress really match. Love this color. What can I say? Really try to use it everywhere. So yes, I forgot to mention. So here, what do we have as the thread is Madeira. Basically everything what I'm going to show you today, the thread will be Madeira, because I just have, you know, I'm making cross stitch patterns and cross stitch kits, so I have like big stock of threads at home, big cones of Madeira threads, so I use them for everything. In Amanita and the mushroom pattern, it's a black Zweigart, regular Zweigart 16 count, nothing special here. It is also like 16 count Zweigart in this nice light green color. So here you can look closer at the design. It is almost finished. In fact, last time I was stitching, I was doing this area, this back leg, right? And then I finish it. It's like fully finished now. I looked here, I traced it here, and I realized I made a mistake somewhere on the front leg, because it's supposed to be aligned with the other one, and you see it's like 2 crosses higher. So I really like skipped few rows in there. Going to undo it, frog some stitches, need to find first the mistake. But yeah, obviously I'm so close to the finish, I'm going to put some effort and try to finish it while I'm still on vacation here. And I really think it looks lovely. But yeah, what can you do? The mistakes are going to happen. And you know, it's always, the mistakes always happen when you only do one color and you go far away with one color. Like if you are like using several colors in the same area, you're like making sure everything's correct. But if you don't do other colors at the same time, you have to believe in yourself. What can I say? And yeah, this time I believed in myself, but it was not worth it. Not a big deal. I'm going to make sure I find this mistake and finish this lovely bear. Then the next one, I'm finished with my hoops. After that, it will be just like the fabric without hoop, and quite not very looking very presentable. Like, look at this Hare. I'm going to unfold it. That doesn't look. It was on a hoop, and then I removed it, and then I folded it in several times, and it is what it is. Okay, so what do we have here? A pattern is called Otter Pond. That's also one of my patterns. Here on the preview, it is on the black background, but I decided to use the navy blue, so basically dark blue background for this otter pattern. I think I only did 2 sessions of cross stitching here, so it's really just the beginning. And I always do start at center. I find it like the best way to make sure I don't end up not having enough fabric on one of the sides, badly calculating, stuff like that. It happened to me. I'm traumatized by that fact, so I try to make sure everything is well calculated and starting at center. So, as it is called Otter Pond, I think it's actually like a good idea to do it on a black-blue background. So yes, obviously Madeira threads. As I mentioned, it will be all in Madeira threads. And by this orange band, you see it is, is a classical Zweigart 16 count. Also, one of my favorites. I think I only use like Zweigart and DMC canvas. Yeah, I'm aware there is a majestic world of hand-dyed beautiful linen and Amanita, and I am really looking forward. I would like to try to dye the fabric myself. This I am really eager to work on later this year, and to start some of my other designs on some of those hand-dyed patterns, hand-dyed fabric, sorry. I'm going to show you later what's happening with it. So what do we see here? I started basically with a central element that's an otter. I love otters. Well, everyone loves otters. They are the best, the cutest. And then just a few elements all around. So as plan goes, I'm going to finish an otter and then just work my way around. It's almost look like a wreath. Was not intended to be specifically a wreath, but it is what it is. What it is. What I was feeling inspired to draw, that's on the picture. Now, 3 shown, 4 left to go. And yes, everything is a mess. You see like threads a bit in this array here. The biggest carrot. It's one of my latest patterns I did pretty recently in the end of last year. So this one actually I showed on my Instagram this painting I did with the oil pastels, and I find it was the thing with oil pastels that are pretty messy, and it looks much better as converted into the cross stitch pattern that actually the original artwork. Like for example, for this one, for the otter, I can show you. I love how the artwork turned out. It was I used like color pencils and a black paper. Look at beautiful, but with this looks messy. So I'm happy like to use it for my pattern, and I'm not going to show my original much. Yes. Huh? Dinner later. Later. Uh, 7, 8. Like 7, 8. I don't know. Later. Yeah. Thank you. We are staying in a lovely place here in Thailand, next to the lake. I'm going to show you later in the end of the video. It's right behind here with like the boats, like accommodation on the boat, like houses on the boats. You can stay there. No, we are on the land. We are right next to the side of the lake, and the lovely lady was asking if we want to dinner. Okay, just when I finish with this video. So I was showing you this. Here comes the pattern. Here we have much more colors than I usually use. It's almost, I don't know, like almost 20, like I don't know, 17, 18. It's well, stupid me. It's actually like all visible here. It's 18 colors. Nice, beautiful, bright colors. I especially love the orange for the carrot. So what do we have here? Just a beginning. Also, I think it's only like only work on it once. So it's only the beginning. Again, started from center. And what do you think is my fail in this one? Let you 5 seconds to guess. It's a fabric. So as you see, this is like Zweigart fabric, 16 count. I love 16 count. And this is the back of it. I don't know if you noticed, but it's like it's basically Zweigart painted, like dyed. It's not like really it's not hand dyed. It's printed on the canvas to have like I think it's vintage mocha. I don't know how really it's called, to have a mini like a variation of color. And I was starting this project late in the evening, almost night, and like I completely forgot I selected this type of fabric. So I just opened it, I started it, and like it's literally when I did all of this, like everything up here you can see, I realized I was like fixing my thread on the back, like finishing the thread, and I was like, it doesn't look even. There is a variation on the back, and then I remembered, oh no, I was actually planning to do this design on this vintage mocha. But this is the back. This is the front. I'm not going to restart it over again. I'm going to go on, continue with this. It will be just like a basic color of a background. I don't know. If you want to have the same result, well, take the vintage mocha and cross stitch on the wrong side. It's always a possibility. So yeah, here, as I said, I only just started, only did one session, so I will need more time to finish this one. Not sure if I will finish on this vacation or back at home, but I will certainly try my best. Now, Daisy Hare. Rabbit. I'm not sure. Is it a rabbit or is it a hare? What do you think? What does it look to you like? And here, I don't know why, but like I printed only the black and white pattern. Weird. Yeah, in the usually in the pattern I have like 15 pages or whatever with all the like black and white full page, and black and white in 4 different pages, color 1 page, color on 4 pages. Like some details, legend of colors and stuff. So it's almost like 15 pages, and I print only one, obviously. Like my patterns are not that big, and the squares are pretty visible. Like, don't want to show the full pattern, but here you can see, like, this size. It's okay to have on one page. For the more detailed, bigger patterns, like here, this the biggest carrot, the squares are a bit smaller, a bit more struggling, but still fine. If I was ever to do a bigger pattern, maybe sampler, I don't know, something like bigger in size, I would definitely use division by 4 pages to see the squares neat, like clean, and to not make any mistakes. And what do we have here? It's also almost, I mean, not almost finished, maybe in the middle, halfway there. I'm going to show you like that. So what do we have here? This time, it is not a 16 count Zweigart. It is Zweigart in it, but it is Murano. It is a 32 count, and I stitch over 2. And I am not sure, because I started this project quite a while ago, but I should have noted it. But if I remember correctly, I think I was stitching the rabbit with 3 strands of thread, and everything else, like the daisies, with only 2. I don't know if you can see the difference in here on the video. Let me know what you think. Does it look like it has a different amount of strands of thread between the rabbit and the flowers? Tell me. So I really love this color of fabric. Yeah, this like lilac, violetish shade is like, oh, probably one of my favorite ready colors from Zweigart. Yes, again, I'm really looking forward to do like some beautiful hand-dyed colors. So there is no limit in that, but unfortunately in Zweigart there is, like, I don't know, it depends by the type of fabric. For example, in Murano there is probably like 25, maximum 30 different colors, and a lot of them are very similar. So in fact, not that many shades. In 16 count Aida, it's much less. It's like 10 or 15 options of colors. I'm not sure, I will need to check it. So not much to choose from. So I'm really happy to be using a beautiful color like that for background. And the threads are in a mess, per usual. Okay, I think this one I will be really trying to finish while I'm here on vacation. We'll see. So far, we are like 1 week in Thailand, and I stitched last time in the airport, not in the airport, in the second plane over here, because we had a layout. For now it's a very active vacation, and we finish late in the evening, so tired, and I don't have any strands to cross stitch. Later we are going to move towards the south of Thailand, to the islands and beaches, and it will be much more relaxed type of vacation. I hope to catch up with my cross stitching. Okay, now this design I was mentioning from Puntini. Again, I don't have the mock-up how it will look, but I will just I hope it's okay. I will just show you a little bit like that. You see, it's 2 pieces. You can guess it. Yeah, it's a Biscornu. My first ever attempt. I never did any Biscornu, and I am dying to see how it looks. I hope it will look good. So I've selected this lady. She has an Etsy shop, and she has a lot of Biscornu, and this particular listing has like 3 different Biscornu in the same topic together. So it's a Halloween topic, and I've started with this like skeleton skulls with candles, design. There will be spiders, and on the other side there will be candlesticks with candles. So here again, I'm using this Zweigart printed the design. It's like this vintage mocha but in gray. I'm not sure how it's called. If you are interested, let me know in comments. I will try to find the name of it. So I'm not sure if you can see on the camera, if you can catch the like difference in the coloring, that it is uneven. I like how it looks. Definitively lighter gray than on the preview that the like creator of this pattern was using. I will try to like show you the preview on the screen. So the skulls, they are not very bright, like white on this light gray, but again, I'm not going to restart it on a different fabric. I'm this kind of person. I am like, if I already started something, I'd rather abandon it than restart from zero again, because like lazy, I guess. I don't know. Well, that's how it is. So again, the lady, she recommends the like colors in JMC, I think, and I've basically didn't even like use a conversion table or something. I've just like randomly selected from my stash of Madeira the colors that I think would work. So here we are. That's this lovely selection. We'll see. The most important, like to finish and to try sewing it together into the like final shape of a Biscornu. This I've never done before. Very curious to see how it's going to end up, turn out. I hope it will be amazing, because honestly, if it's easy for me to do, I would be interested to design some designs of Biscornu myself. It seems like such a lovely thing to have. If it all works out well, I think I will have like 100 of them stitching by myself, stitched by myself. And the last design. So here I can only show you the preview. A duck couple. Also, really love this illustration, and like I was really happy turning it into a pattern, and now being able to start it. And this is what I have. So basically, yes, I prepared the threads, selected the fabric. This time it's pure black. I was considering using the same navy blue like on the Otter, this color, but I'm really afraid this like the shorts of the boy duck they will be lost on the navy. They are also dark blue. Yeah, like for example, I'm removing the threads. Yeah, you can see this blue shades that will be used for the shorts of the boy duck, and like putting them on this fabric, it's pretty losing itself. Can't be able to see. You will look at this finished piece and you will think, wow, he doesn't have any underwear and his legs are floating in the air. There is empty space between his gilet and the legs. That's not the effect I'm going for. So yes, I'm just going with a boring black fabric, and as you can see, I didn't start it. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to finish it on this vacation. I will, however, try to start it. It will be nice to have some finishes and to have everything started. That's all with everything of my started projects. That what I have with me. Not started as well, as you can see. Here there are also a few items I want to show you. What else I have in my mini project purse and project bag. It's not much, obviously. So we have scissors. I mean, it's a basic scissors, right? There's nothing special about them. But this cover Oh my god, I love it. I love the birds, and oh, this is so lovely. Such a clever way, and you know it's secure, and and like it's very it's practical, yeah. So the eye of the bird is like it's used to actually secure the threads, the scissors inside the this folder. Amazing. I know it's basic, but I love. I'm not afraid to say that even some basic stuff are like cool. Yeah, you know, you don't have to like buy like $1,000 like embroidery stand, you know, to like do cool projects. You can use simple stuff. So yes, first I will show this. This is like simple, nothing special again. It's just a metallic box which like opens. Okay, there are some end pieces from my previous stitching session, so just a kind of trash. On the bottom there is like magnet and a needle minder, which I can take out and use. And here, okay, just a bit, one is separate, a few needles. Whatever I took, whatever. Honestly, I didn't prepare specifically this mini box to take with me. It was in my craft rooms forever. I just took it, and I've been using it for a while. But this time I also took a extra spare needles just in case if I lose one or another, I will have you know, like I won't be able, I won't be stuck, I won't be like not able to cross stitch because I like don't have needle. I'm not sure it will be easy. It will be easy to find here in Thailand extra needles if I lose any. You understand? Yeah. So just to be sure and secure it. And the last item, well, this I bought like a few weeks before going on this vacation. It's like a mini lamp that you can attach on the hoop, turn toward your project and start. It's not a very strong lamp. It's it's a little, but it's better than nothing if it's a place with bad lighting. Yeah, I use it. It's better than without. Not very like it's when it's attached. It's often just when I'm changing the thread or something, I turn the hoop and it's often falls out. It's not very like good attached or anything. But you know, it costs also like I think it costs like €2. It's worth €2. I have no problems with it for this price, and two extra batteries for it because this thing works on batteries. And this is it. This bag is empty. I've shown you everything I took with me on vacation. Wish me good luck. Wish me some progress on my projects. So it was nice to meet you. I hope to find new stitching friends. Please introduce yourself in the comments and tell me what type of cross stitches do you like? Do you like samplers or like more modern pieces with like limited amount of colors, or you like with the hundreds of colors, you know, this big pieces like Hare? I'm curious. I'm curious to meet new people, to find new friends, and don't be strangers. So yes, subscribe and like this video, write about yourself, and I will definitely will be doing another video showing you all the progress that I managed to do. If you want, let me know. I can include also like a mini bits of like travel videos, what we do here, what we see here, and yeah, like I promised you. Let's turn a bit here so you can see the beautiful, amazing lake behind. Honestly, I'm using a stabilizer right now. I'm not sure how it moves weirdly. Sorry if it's like doesn't look good. Okay. Anyway, see you in the next one. Bye.